Hi, my name is Caitlin, and I'm here today to talk about something that is near and dear to my heart, which is empowering women in the legal field. The reason why this is so near and dear to my heart is because I am one myself. And with my experience, I'm able to reflect on it. It shaped a little bit of my understanding with it. And I would like to share that it's not just about being a woman in a man's world. It's about actively trying to create a level playing field in which everybody has the opportunity to succeed. Growing up, I was first introduced to the legal field through representation. So the things that I watched, as in Judge Judy, or the people that I interacted with and how people talked about them, and the opportunities that were presented to me as choices. Normally, I was presented either girl jobs or boy jobs. I was told I could do the girl ones, but not the boy ones. And so that would look like maybe being a garbage man is not for me, being an attorney is not for me, and other things like this, where I was shifted to believe that my glass ceiling, if I wanted to be in the legal field, would be to be a legal assistant or a paralegal. And that's mostly where people cap themselves, whether it's intentionally or unintentionally. It has to do with the societal view when it comes to women in such male-dominated fields. Recently, there was a study done, according to the American Bar Association in 2020, that there are only 37% women in the legal field as attorneys, which is almost fair, but not quite, especially when you break it down to that's the entirety of the US, and normally that's only in specific cities with high dense populations. So if we look at it more on a narrow case, for me personally, I'm in San Diego. It is a large city with millions of people, but I am in a law firm in which I am the only female besides the receptionist or an intern. So unfortunately, that has provided me the opportunity with a lot of insight on what it's like to work in a male-dominated field, specifically with other attorneys. And that would look like sometimes me proposing ideas that I feel like would be a good fit for a case. They're brushed off, or cricket noises. And when a male coworker proposes the same idea, within seconds, there is an applause. And that's a common thing that people see in this field, in which there was another study done by the Harvard Business Review, or Harvard Bureau Review in 2019, and it said that the majority of women felt often less confident and less competent in their work because of the work environment that they were given. And this kind of bias can lead women to being overlooked for promotions, being paid less than men, and overall just feeling unappreciated and undervalued in their work. So when I started my journey into the legal field, I faced a lot of these challenges, and I had to work twice as hard to get credibility, respect from people, actually feeling that my voice is being heard, instead of just being a diversity checkbox in which they make sure that there are women around, but you don't have to completely take their voices into account. And so overcoming that hurdle of where I'm just there to be a diversity checkbox to being an actual contributing member in their firm was really difficult. So the way to fix this so that more people can feel inclusive over time, I would like to say that it's not just about individual effort. Kind of like mine was an individual effort. It was to help me and not so much to help every other person out there that is struggling in a male-dominated field and they view themselves as women. So what that would look like is the National Association of Women Lawyers, NAWL, they provide mentorship and other resources that make it a lot more accessible to have a support system and people guiding you on how to go through this entire process. That's so important because it gives you the opportunity to acquire tools, grow as a community, shape the overall perception of women in the legal field, and tackle it as an entire issue instead of on an individual basis. So I believe that with time and effort and a collaborative effort, that we're able to see more women in this field, and that would be important because we all bring something different to the table. And when you limit it to just a specific gender, a specific race, a specific type of person for a job, you are excluding so many different amazing qualities that everybody brings to the table to fix an issue, maybe view it from a different perspective, and overall increase the diversity. So thank you for your time today, and I hope this has helped you learn a little bit more about what it's like to be a woman in the legal field and find ways to empower them. Thank you.